The Oscars are over, but the glory continues for an El Dorado Hills native who won for Best Live Action Short. Common Ground's Chris Riva reports his name is Ravi Malhotra, and he used to work with us here at KCRA 3.
Ravi Malhotra grew up watching Bollywood musicals. He even played the lead in his high school musical, but apparently not very well.
And at some point I realized I'm really actually a terrible actor, and I really need to stay behind the cameras. So when that clicked and I said, you know, you're on the wrong side of the lens, that's when I knew to get back on the other side.
So when another USC film student proposed a West Bank version of the West Side Story, he jumped at the chance.
He was making this film, and he's like, I really want to make this film to balance out Jews and Palestinians, and it's going to be comedy. I said, are you crazy? Where do I sign?
Hi, welcome to Thomas Hunt. May I take your order?
That signature catapulted him to a Golden Statue career. West Bank Story won the Oscar in the live-action short film category, and Malhotra won a place among Hollywood's movers and shakers.
It has definitely changed the scales. I have a lot of projects in development. It's very, very exciting. And I think we're going to have another movie coming out quite soon.
And we say, hey, that's our son. We forgot what he did in the past.
The son of East Indian parents, he chose arts over accounting. The impractical decision, which they ultimately supported, paid off on Oscar night.
We forgot all of our bills or anything. We said, wow, this is the time to get the dividend out of all the investment. Yeah. I mean, the moment of joy, it's hard to express. It was great. It was fantastic feeling.
Oscar wasn't his first taste of success. Malhotra wrote, produced, and directed a 50-minute film that won big at the 1998 Tower of Youth Film Festival in Sacramento.
And I went there one year, and I was just like, I'm going to come back. And 1 year later, I'd submitted, and I swept that festival, and I was like, this is it for me.
That led him to film school, where mentors steered him towards producing. Turned out to be a good call.
I got very interested on how do you actually get it on the silver screen? How do you put all these moving parts together and do it on time, on budget? Okay, you got to shoot it tomorrow. That's a wrap. That's crazy. That excitement. That's what fuels me.
I want to start out talking about something very light this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Death.
Since West Bank Story, he's produced, directed his own short film called Return to Sender. It was shot in Sacramento and featured local talent and the music of Jackie Green. One day, he hopes to make the crossover film that includes both his Indian and American heritage.
It's what I know. It's what I grew up in.
Despite the diverse genres, one common theme often emerges. He strives to combine entertainment with a message.
You make films that are entertaining, but to make a film that's entertaining and also says something about us, about our culture, about humans in our world that we live in, that's really hard to do, and that's really important. That's what speaks out to me. Those are the films that I remember,
But no matter what happens with them, we have peace right here.
I'm Chris Riva for Common Ground.
For more information on the West Bank Story, just visit www.westbankstory.com.